Welcome, dear viewers. I'm going to be trying a new Druid deck, possibly not too different than many other Druid decks, but I'm trying to find myself in a situation where I'm going to be playing very greedy at the start of the game, and this is going to be a high reward, high risk type of game. Let's see. So basically, the first goal here is going to ramp up as much as possible, as fast as possible. We are not playing with Prince Renathal here, which it's kind of scary. We start with just 30 HP against a pirate deck. This is not looking well for me. I could go for Wild Growth using my inner bait, but
in the box?
that's not going to help me getting more ramp yet, so I better wait. Moonlit Guidance. I think I'm going to keep this guy back. I'm going to coin Wild Growth and hope for the best. And I'm actually interested in drawing the card, so that's why I didn't play this just for 2 mana. Now we had to hope that the opponent doesn't kill me too fast. Okay, Celestial Alignment. That changes a bit of my plans, so let's go ahead and try to get myself a little bit of more ramping. I suppose this can provide some sustain. Yeah, let's go with Incarceration.
Enemies of nature, beware!
Because I can choose a minion to go dormant for 3 turns, which can provide some help this game. Ow. Right, Goff. I think I'm going to do this now. Maybe Goff for another time. I do have this Celestial Alignment in hand that I can play in about 2 turns from now. I don't know if I can live that much. Not going to be easy. Usually because I'm pretty much leading the opponent with an uncontested board. This is not the right opponent for what I'm trying to do. And let me see. Okay, I kind of need a miracle with this guy. This thing. Well, I get 5 armor using this body. Earthen Scales. I have no target available for this. Next turn I could use this. I was thinking about right out play the Celestial Alignment, but I think I can live just 1 more turn and then I die. And that's what's going to happen. I don't even know if I have 1 more turn. There's only 1 point of life left. Oh, what do I do? I'm going to first do the aquatic form. can silence something. I'm going to pick the Nourish and Fatigue and Moonlight Guidance, Miracle Growth. Queen Ashara. I'm going to have to play the Gales on my 10-10 so I don't die to a random attack from the Buffer Fist. But
Well played.
not looking great.
Well played.
No force on Azeroth can stop me.
And that's game. Fair enough. I mean, I didn't do much against the opponent. This guy has been on the board from turn 1. So that's the thing about my deck. I don't have any type of early game whatsoever, which means I'm at the mercy of the aggro opponents. I hope I can find an opponent that decides to let me play all my cards without doing anything for about 5 or 6 turns. Ambassador failing. See you later. Moonlit Guidance. I think I prefer to ship this guy away and also aquatic form because I'm mostly looking to ramp as soon as possible. These two are very great, very good. Planted evidence. Let's see if we can find something that I get. Okay. The inner bait, very tempting, but I'm going to play the Sharon Gardens. So I'm going to play 2 Carpenters next, one after the other. Therefore, this gives them a chance to survive against another aggro opponent. The game is not giving me any chance.
Gotta be scrappy with scraps.
So I don't think I'm going to have much luck this time around and again, but let's see, maybe the opponent is not playing 30 Murlocs in his deck. Right, Nourish, so that means that this guy is pretty much useless now. So try and find an answer. We are going to go with the natural causes and take down Bad Boy.
Gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Okay, at least we got what we wanted. The ramp, turn that we may be drawing. Maybe we get to play something cool. Expecting the opponent to trade these 2. Or maybe not. Maybe he wants to just attack me. Thought so. Innervate goes up. Into coin. Nourish. What are we going to do with all this mana? Knows. To take down the amalgam. Oh no, let's take down the big guy.
Already attacked.
We take quite a punch, but otherwise we are left with a 4-3 out, which kind of complicates the matters. Okay, we found the queen, which might give us some hope. Let's do the aquatic form first. Pick here. Guessing the wild growth. Then we can do this to gain 2 more mana. Innervate, then reach.
Job done.
Job's done. Okay. Now we have a Queen Ashera on the ready for the next turn, so hopefully we get a cool. Well, what do I want? Do I want a colossal or do I want random spells or something different? I think I need a colossal that can take care of all these murlocs. And we do have a Soul of the Gorgon with a second queen. I think that the only way that I can survive is if the queen gives me right, the right colossal, otherwise it's game over. Gigafin, kind of very good. Of course, the opponent might find a way to kill the Gigafin without destroying the Maw first. It is possible, sure. We can silence our 7-4. Oh no, we have to silence. Well, we can silence any game. What should I do here? Well, just definitely taking down this guy. Take this guy out. And I think I'm going to silence the Gigafin.
See, my client is.
Now, next question. I can use the Moonlight Guidance and give myself an Ambassador Failing, which I'm going to promptly cast.
We're going on a dangerous voyage.
And take a little bit of damage here, but clear opponent's board. And now, contrary to my belief, I'm going to win the game because the opponent is about to concede here. Not much that the opponent can do now. Come on, play 2 Murlocs. Worst Murloc would be Muchanus, but oh, that's a bit better than a Murloc. Not much, but it's going to provide the opponent with some hope, which means we get a tiny bit more interesting game. Wow! He's trying to kill me. Why? They're doing that one. Okay, just recall that I'm packing a bunch of colossals at the bottom of my deck. So trying to rush me down is probably not going to work. I'm going to pick up the queen. Moonlit Guidance. Sunken Gardens. 1, 2. Queen ready. Earthen Scales to give me armor. And now the opponent should be quitting this game. I could quit if I were a player that only plays Murlocs. Yeah, the opponent can summon a couple of taunts and play another fancy Murloc. Not too good. Aren't these guys elementals? Yeah, that was a misplay.
A wild miscalculation.
That's enough. Time to eat.
Yeah, why didn't you play the elementals first? I don't know. Maybe you better find elemental to try to take back the control of the board. Okay, this game didn't went as bad as I thought it would, but also we didn't get to use the best part of the deck. But we'll try once more against another aggro opponent, because have you seen any hunter not playing aggro? I wonder, I can make the opponent's wild seeds go dormant. I'm going to try it later. I'm going to try that at some other point in time. But for now, I'm just going to focus on ramping up, getting the inner baits in hand is very good, but I don't think we need to go too greedy just now. We can just wait and grow our mana naturally. Even if I ramp, there's not much to do after the ramp.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Alright, let's see. The opponent is playing the net deck with Disguised Infuse, Sire the Nathrius at some point. Decent. K9 not drawn. Dredges and... Oh, he got the Iron Deep Trog. Actually, I think it's better for me to have a board of Trogs rather than a board of huge beasts. What? What? That's maybe misplay opponent. Don't understand what the opponent was trying to do there.
Patched up.
Well, we do have Lady Anaconda, and we draw more cards. So, chipping up a bit better, but still the opponent.
This one is
Okay, there,
hard
here
to
comes the
say.
Wild Seeds. Meant for 2 turns. Bear, Spirit, Wild Seed. Spirit, Poker. Poker! I think it's Poacher. Goff. I think we... So Wild Heart, Goff. Which gives me the opportunity to draw one more card. Also, Goff also gives me 5 armor. So the power of Lady Anaconda is very cool. Okay. Whether don't mind having the Trogs out. That is more problematic. I can silence the Trog if I... Kind of pointless. I can also incarcerate the Trog or this other guy. But I think I'm just going to go with Lady Anaconda.
None can stand against the Serpent Lords.
Planted Evidence. And deal 4 damage to a minion. I'm going to do that. But first, we're going to play Rampant Crowd. With Strike. We haven't played any Naga. And I'm going to draw a card. Ambassador, alright. Now, I suppose the opponent is going to spend a turn removing my Lady Anaconda here, which is fine. It's not that bad. I could also try to put my Anaconda to sleep, which could be a play. Well, the opponent doesn't believe that my Anaconda is strong enough and doesn't care that she's out there discounting my spells. Okay, lady, your dream has come true. Opponent doesn't care about you, all which gives you free rein to do all sorts of cool stuff. While the girl, let's first enrich. Guys. Into growth,
From the smallest seed.
aquatic form. We'll save this for after ambassador, but now let's go with this now. Wild grow and Pami Arcanist.
Venom.
Alright, I don't know what the opponent is going to do here. He could kill me as a matter of fact, but we'll find out soon. Ow.
Pick me.
Ow. Goodbye, Lady Anaconda. You served us well. Ow. The opponent just wasting the Dragon Bane shot. I'm going to do this to find my sweet little wish. Gain a little bit of armor while we're it. Alright, and now the opponent has to find a way to pass through my armor and my taunt, which this hunter is going slower than I'm used to, so I don't know what's his plan. He wasted the effect of the biscuit. He could have played a minion and give the minion rush, but I think the opponent just wants to infuse, and that's his only concern in the world. Let me see. I think I could use this to draw even more cards. My highest cost card, which is this guy. There's another 8-drop in the deck. Wineshara, Guidance, Solda. I think I want to Solda the Spammy Arcanist, just in case, to be sure.
All patched up.
We don't want to find ourselves without a way to clear the board. So the Spammy Arcanist, we have a golden Spammy Arcanist, a very powerful card. A Rat King, right? Fair enough. No, the Celestial Alignment is gone. I think I'm going to, since we don't have the Celestial Alignment, no point in saving this guy. Moonlit Guidance, or another Moonlit Guidance. I'm going to have to play something, I guess. One left.
This must be the way.
Good. Okay, I think that's too much. Alright guys, too many things going on. Let's get one of these sweet Horn of the Ancients. And now can get This is going to put Bran on top of my deck, also gives me another aquatic form. We can use this and put Incarceration on the top. We do have 2 cards left. I'm going to get mana, and nobody knows what's going on in this deck. That's very strange. We are milling ourselves here, only 2 cards left. Lucky for us, the Ambassador failing can be used to give us more cards. Opponent chose not to attack on this guy, which is pretty smart, I should say.
Bow before your queen. Look at me.
We have 10 cards on our hand. Let's see what colossal do we find with this guy. This bad boy has given me a Kolake. We're going to draw. Look, that's my last card.
Where'd my deck go?
My last card is gone, but I'm going to put 3 new colossals at the bottom of the deck twice.
On a dangerous voyage. You in?
We do it twice, and we're going to use the guidance again, lead guidance, and just take a peek on what do we have available. Let's get Xilag of the Abyss and turn. And I don't think the opponent can survive this now. Okay. Don't know what. Well, actually, if the opponent had the spammy Arcanist, I think could survive this. But Blade Master Arcani is not going to do much for him.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
And that's the concede button for the opponent. Well played. Let's.
You honor the Earth Mother.
Hasta la vista, Hunter. Yeah, that's not going to help much. The opponent just wants to see the bottom 3 cards of the deck. Maybe one of them is Sire Denathrius. And concede, I suppose. Dialogue. Let's draw one more. Let's see what do we have here. Gaia. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. Wave on it. On it. Alright. These games were not as smooth as I was hoping them to be. But I had some fun. Still, I think I need to play more games from the deck, but that's going to have to wait for another video. I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, sayonara.